In the heart of the omniverse of Dominia, deep within the nexus of all planes of power, the world of Dominaria exudes the greatest mana.
Green magic gets its life from the lush fertility of the forest. Its power ranges from soothing serenity to thunderous destruction.
Black magic's power comes from the swamps and bogs, thriving on death and decay.
White magic draws its vitality from untouched open plains and focuses on healing protection and the chivalrous arts of war. Blue magic flows from the islands and thrives on mental energies, unleashing the elemental forces of air and water. Red magic feeds on the vast energy boiling deep in the heart of mountains and reveling in the unbridled violence of chaos and combat.
Together, the magic of the 5 mana can harmonize mankind or become the most powerful destructive force capable of ripping apart the universe. In a matter of hours, the Planeswalkers would arrive. From across the universe they come. Duelists and Corondor will be their arena. For 2,000 years, these great wizards have bickered and fought. Now, the most insidious of them all, the BattleMage Ravidel, has devised a way to settle these feuds for all time. From the scarred heart of the dueling chasm of Corondor, Ravidel has activated a powerful artifact known as the Mox Beacon. The BattleMage knows that his enemies will not be able to resist the beacon's call. For some, it is a reminder of Corondor's splendor, and for others it provides all the more reason to conquer this precious land. But Corondor's conquerors and defenders have fallen into a trap. Ravidel has discovered a way to empty the spell troves of his enemies. Ravidel knows that Planeswalkers draw energy from the lands they control, that they cast potent spells with his magical power called mana. And so he has cut their access to mana, leaving him at a dangerous advantage. Now the arriving wizards must scramble to regain what has been taken from them. For the good or ill of Corondor, they must draw upon the lands, search out spells, raise gold and arms. Only then will the survivors possess the power to face the BattleMage and live.
Erethoxia, to the west of her swamp and her treacherous cliffs, lay what was once the world's richest city-state. Now Erethoxia lay in ruins, its ruby house abandoned. It was the first of Corondor's great cities to fall before the fury of Ravadel.
The Cape of Cassandra. Mariners have long hailed this misty island as one of fair omen, for to pass it by sea is to be taken by the current at twice the speed of the southern albatross. The Cape of Cassandra. Mariners have the northern ice wastes. To travel beyond its horizons is to touch the top of the world.
In the swamps of Nyx stands the stronghold of the Black Sorceress. Believed to be long abandoned, its forbidden gates disguise 1,000 secrets. in the swamps of Nyx.
The great island Stonehaven. Her lighthouses guide mighty vessels from the western seas to the once proud ports of Erethoxia. Once it was a glimmer of hope, welcoming all to the beauty that is Corindor. The white woods deep within Kirion, amidst the broadleaf and silver birch, are hidden the refuge of Eskel the White and the elven warriors of the Kirn and Calthian clans. East of the Kirion Forest, west of the swamps of Sulg, lies the majestic trade city of Shikar. Her towering spires are jewels on the coast of Cassindra.
Minarad. Wizards, sages, and historians from over the world travel to this place at the end of Dominaria's Great Ice Age. Here they commemorated the start of a new era of enlightenment. Minerad would become a repository for all wisdom, a resource for those seeking knowledge. But she was destroyed by Ravidel, who stole what he needed to ignite the Planeswalker War. Still, her deepest archives may yet hold the answers to timeless mysteries.
The Tor and Pine of Galthanor's northern wild, east of the Valley of Minerad. A harsh land inhabited by ogres, trolls, and the hardiest of Galth barbarians.
The bridge city of Telemar, spanning the waters between the Galthanor mainland and the Isle of Corundus. Originally a walled fortress to protect the island, her population has grown so dense that she has become the seat of blue magic. The island nation Corundus, once the most powerful in all of Corundor, now a dying civilization, starved for the riches of the West. The deadly sand seas of Galthanor, traversable by no mortal without the aid of sorcery. It is ruled by a being known as the Sand Mage. No one has seen her face and survived to tell the tale.
Galthanor's great salt marsh, a vast wasteland in a desolate province. Its people are well armed and ripe for rebellion.
The Darkling Plains, east of the Dueling Chasm, home to the nomadic war tribes of Galthanor, an endless scrub from which armies can be raised and chaos unleashed. The dueling chasm of Galthanor. Legend tells of a great battle between the wizard Dakon and the demon sorceress Gaedron Dihada. So great was their duel that the earth cracked asunder and a chasm of monoliths formed. From here, Ravadel launched his Mox beacon and spreads his evil. The swamps of Surg, death place of the wizard Coldwraith, and mouth of the Galthanor torrent.
Battle Rising. These historic battlefields now form the gateway to the lands of eastern Corindor.
The citadel of Kone, deep within the Surg swamp. Restless and hungry, this kingdom has remained in isolation for far too long, and the keeper of House Jet is a fickle lord.
The majestic Kyrian sovereign. There are many who believe these lands would be the last to fall at the hands of those who would conquer Corindor.
Trovash, southernmost chain in the spine that divides the continent. Its caverns are said to harbor mysterious artifacts brought to Corindor from Terisiar during the Brothers' War.
The towering spine of Corindor. This mountain chain runs 1,000 miles from Minorad to the plains of Cassindra. A dozen stalwart races are said to reside within its fiery mantle.
Christina's Woods, home to the alliance that would defend the land against Ravadil's growing shadow. A haven to all, this enchanted forest has been declared open to all who would resist the conquerors of Corindor. Hamath, north of the plains of Urlan and northernmost city on the river Tanamis. Strong does she stand against the growing shadow, and warily she guards the house Kadesha, the throne of pearl magic. Hamath, north of the plains of Urlan and northernmost city on the river Tanamis. Strong does she stand against the growing shadow, and warily she guards the house Kadesha, the throne of pearl magic. Urlan's northern wilderness. To journey across these pristine lands is to remember why Corindor is worth fighting for. Urlan's northern wilderness. Oromon, tallest mountain in all of Corindor. Said to be the home of the Ash warlords, it has never been fully explored. Across the plains of Ephron lie the ruins of Castle Melmereth, ancestral home to the Carthalion family lineage. Destroyed during Jared Carthalion's first duel with Ravadel, its perilous dungeons yet contain untold treasures. The enchanted plains of Ephron, the domain of Lord Adam Carthalion until the destruction of his army in the Battle of Esther Fall. In the distance stand the 10 summits, from which Adam drew his power. The forest chrysalthus, a sea of green enchantment to the north of Erethoxia. Home to the ironroot and all manner of wooded creature, it is also sacred ground to the House Verdenth, the seat of emerald magic.